You've landed at Mimster Engineer, where old school know-how meets real-world chaos. These truck fails? Brutal, unforgettable, and packed with hard-earned lessons.
Давай! Ну! Все!
He almost jackknifed halfway up, but credit where it's due, he held that rig straight like he's done this dance before.
О, запрыгнул. О!
Heads up, we've got 2 runaway truck tires coming in hot, and they ain't got brakes or a steering wheel. Boom! The cliff crumbles like a villain's lair in a Hollywood finale. The Cat 966H backs away like a pro. No panic, just raw muscle and control. This is not a professional. A professional would not allow this. When a turbo seal lets go and engine oil starts feeding the combustion like a buffet, that diesel don't stop. Lesson learned? Know your rig. Know your route. And for the love of diesel, know your clearance. Or you'll end up famous. For all the wrong reasons. This isn't just excavation. It's cliffside choreography at its finest. That excavator's crawling down a wall like Tom Cruise in Mission. Impossible, but with hydraulics and 40 tons of guts. One slip and it's over. But this machine, it doesn't miss. Damn right it's dangerous. This is what happens when 20 tons of steel meets gravity on a bad day. Now that's what I call a tractor with attitude. Black smoke up top, raw torque below. Someone's been feeding this rig more than just hay and hope. Whoa. That right there is a wild stallion of the highway. Rear hooves planted, front legs off the ground. This truck is hauling a load so unbalanced it's practically begging for a rollover. Trains don't swerve, they don't stop quick, and they sure as heck don't care if your truck's in the way. Parking that close to active rails? That's a gamble no trucker should take. Everything was going fine until the dust cleared. And suddenly there it was. Half the building still standing, but now dangerously unstable. The R9350 is throwing down serious tonnage with precision and speed. 18.5 cubic meter bucket working in perfect sync with the truck fleet. This is optimized material flow at its finest. That pairing with the 777D and HD 785, spot on for payload matching. When your tow truck pulls a full wheelie just trying to yank a burned Timber Pro out of the brush, you know this ain't your average roadside rescue. That beast in KwaZulu-Natal gave everything it had, front wheels begging for mercy, rear tires gripping like their life depended on it.
Wait, fuck.
Know your load weight, know your ramp rating, and for heaven's sake, have a spotter that knows what a brake pedal is. Look at that combo play. GD825A sets the line, WA600 charges in like a fullback through the gap, clean, fast, flawless. This is high-level coordination, folks. That's how champions flatten terrain. Fuel and phones don't mix, folks. Distractions at the pump can cost way more than just a spilled latte.
Бля! Дура, что ли?
In Yakutia, long-haul trucking is so serious that sometimes it is difficult to imagine the obstacles encountered along the way. But there are experienced drivers and, most importantly, friendly ones. And this is a huge plus for them, and they will overcome everything. Let me tell you something. On a 7% hill, the laws of gravity get personal. But when you've got a man hauling 315 tons, that hill becomes a suggestion, not a rule. Traction control, torque management, and reinforced drivetrains, all working in sync like a mechanical symphony. April 11th, 2010. The house that Staubach built came down in thunder. Texas Stadium, once echoing with roars of 65,000 fans, folded in seconds. Explosives, dust, silence. An end zone of memories turned to rubble. Whether it's a truck, a crane, or a galleon, always check your height before sailing into town. The bridges won't budge. And the power lines, sure as heck, don't duck.
Wow. You gonna film? Yeah.
Forget figure skaters. This thing pirouettes across frozen tundra while crushing ice like it owes it money. And that glass might as well be bulletproof. Menzie Muck doesn't drive, it performs. Ah, good old clay. Nature's way of testing your patience and your undercarriage. Watching that T-130 and his buddies wrestle their way through this sticky mess is like watching a tug of war with a marshmallow. That stuff grabs hold and just won't let go. You don't drive over clay, you negotiate with it. Been there. When you're up against steel and concrete, you don't win with horsepower. You win with patience and millimeters. Credit to the driver, though. He got out without losing a roof or a reputation. The symphony of diesel in the cold. Nothing like the sound of metal waking up grumpy at 8 degrees. Well, folks, that's what happens when you stack bricks on a prayer and hope physics takes the day off. That's the old school muscle right there. D8H pulling pans like it's 1965 all over again. No GPS, no sensors, just raw torque and operator skill. Back when machines had soul and operators had calluses. Now that's precision. The Bobcat E50 just went full surgeon mode, lifting a raw egg like it's nitroglycerin. Rule number 1 of recovery. If you don't know the anchor strength, you're not rescuing. You're rehearsing a failure. Driving through thaw season is like playing Russian roulette with your drivetrain. Be careful, bro. If you get too close to car X, you might not be able to see it from above. Every log on that truck was silently judging the driver. Told you not to take the shortcut, Steve.
Настолько вперед пошел. Вот настолько.
When your off-road dreams meet reality, and reality is shaped like a big old rock. The only thing keeping that bed from snapping is probably pure shame. Valea Kalugariaska isn't exactly a freeway, but that didn't stop Paco Impex. Hydraulic goosenecks, rear steering, and one driver with the patience of a monk and the reflexes of a hawk. Oh no. It may be small, but that D1C rolls in like the star of a Clint Eastwood Western. Friends, does anyone know how much smoke this shovel makes? Watching an excavator step over a pipe is like watching a bear on a balance beam. All weight, all tension, and zero room for error. Alright, enough hay-falling chaos. Some of these fails hit close to home. I've been there. If you found this helpful or just plain entertaining, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more.